Dear student, today we will see the industrial reform strategy of government between 1950 to 1990. We can say plan period, right? We know in first chapter that industrial sector condition at the time of independence was in very critical situation. India had an extreme lack of basic industries and the industrial setup. So far, when we being independent, our first government was being elected under the leadership of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. It was decided that the country will be run according to the mixed economic setup. But as far as industrial reform is concerned, government was very much concentrate over the development of industrial setup, which was lacking that time in our country, right? First time in 1951, the government set up a industrial review, that is IDR Act. IDR Act was being passed in 1951, Industrial Department and Regulation Act. It was basic, we can say, the licensing act. Government tried to spread the industries according to priority basis of the economy. Therefore, government tried to control all the industries by its licensing policy, which is known as IDR Act 1951, Industrial Department and Regulation Act. This was a kind of licensing act which was started firstly in India, right? Now, what was the industrial reform was taken in our country, that was basically on the P.C. Mahalanobis Professor P.C. Mahalanobis growth model. Professor P.C. Mahalanobis is also known as the architecture of our planning system, and according to his growth model, which is known as the four-sector growth model of economic development, according to that, government focused on the development of industries, right? First industrial policy, first industrial policy was introduced in 1956 after independence. We can say it was the first industrial policy after independence. This is known as the IPR 1956, Industrial Policy Resolution. Industrial Policy Resolution 1956, right? Through which government presented its clear vision that how government want to industrialize our economy and to increase the industries and the industrial infrastructure in our country, right? So here we see the basic feature of IPR 1956, which was based on the P.C. Mahlanobis growth model, and who is also known as an architecture of planning system in our country. And through this model, the government tried to expand and industrialize our economy. And first, in 1956, government made its industrial policy in the name of Industrial Policy Resolution 1956. So, we should see here the key features of Industrial Policy Resolution 1956, IPR 1956, right? According to 1956 IPR, the basic principles of government to industrialize our country are basically concentrate over the public sector role. In this IPR, government especially concised over the role of public sector. It means public sector enterprises are given more importance in this industrial policy. So far, the features number 1, in Schedule A, there are different schedule of industries. Schedule A, most exclusive and important industries like railway, transportation, communication, atomic energy, airways, cement industries, paper industries, iron and steel industries, aluminium industries. Most important industries were reserved for public sector, and the list was about 17 exclusive, most exclusive and most important for the nation industries were reserved for public sector only. It means here private sector is not allowed to do such kind of business in our country, because all these type of exclusive industries were reserved for public sector only. इसका मतलब था कि इन उद्योगों की जो एक्टिविटीज है या इन उद्योगों को जो संचालित करने का हक होगा वो सिर्फ पब्लिक सेक्टर को दिया गया, राइट? यानी पब्लिक सेक्टर वेर गिवन इंपॉर्टेंस. In Schedule B, 12 such industries are kept who are important in point of public welfare. Public welfare. here public sector would lead and private sector only supplement them. Right? It means in Schedule B kinds of industries, which are number of 12, who are also important in point of public welfare, they are also indirectly reserved for the public sector, while only private sector permitted as a supplementary role. It means they could supplement the public sector. They will not lead the such industries. They will be follower of public sector. They will only help and assist to the public sector. It means freedom are not given to private sector. In Schedule C, household sector, we can say consumption sector mostly less important, we can say, which are mostly consumption sector industries, were kept for are given permission for private sector, like electronic items, tools, and many household items which we are producing, we are using in our homes. Okay, so these were the categorization of industries accordingly as per the Industrial Policy Resolution Act, Resolution 1956. What we are seeing here, almost industries are being reserved for the public sector. It means public sector were given most important role in this industrial policy. इसका मतलब था कि सरकार ने इंडस्ट्रियल डेवलपमेंट करने का जो स्ट्रक्चर तैयार किया वो पब्लिक सेक्टर के अकॉर्डिंग किया, यानी पब्लिक सेक्टर के आधार पे ही देश में इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन किया जाएगा. क्यों ऐसा किया गया, वी विल डील इट लेटर ऑन. तो दिस इज द मेन फीचर्स ऑफ आईपीआर 1956. नेक्स्ट, under IPR, small scale industry means the industries at present time definition. Small scale industries are those industries which maximum investment up to 5 crore. Yani such kind of industries where the maximum investment is up to 5 crore, that is known as the small scale industries. Okay. In IPR, small scale industries role also given very important. Government also focus on the development of small scale industries with the help of private sector, but these are basically kept under the third category Schedule C. So small scale industries also given importance in the IPR 1956. Right? Now, through the IPR 1 most also important feature that the government through this policy tried to equalize the industrial growth in the country. Right? It means government tried to spread industries in those areas where there were lack of the industries. Earlier, what happened in the British period, most of the industries were concised in a 2 or 3 cities: Bombay, Calcutta, Agra, Murshidabad, Kanpur, Ahmedabad. These were the basic center of industries. Most of the about 80% of our industries are centralized. So rest region of our country have industry less. So in IPR 1956, government tried to distribute the equal distribution, try to maintain the equal industrial growth in every state and every region, so that the centralization of industries could be avoided and more and more industries could be opened to those areas where there were no industries. Therefore, Licensing Act also incorporated license were issued in for those areas only where there were no industries, right? So through this IPR, government also tried to equalize the industrial growth in the country. It means everywhere should industry could grow. Therefore, this balancing industrial growth could not be possible until public sector enterprises not leading. Therefore, public sector industries were in this policy given more concentration, and government was focused on the development of industry on the basis of public sector. Private sector were given very less importance in this policy. So these are the features of IPR 1956 through which government tried to industrialize our country. Okay, so far many heavy industries were being set up after 1956 in India, right? What the industries of public sector we are seeing today, most of the industries were set up in the plan period. It means between 1950 to 90. Most of the public sector like ISCO, Indian Iron and Steel Company, SAIL, NTPC, IOC, ONGC, GAIL, HAL, right? Whatever, so many. So BSNL, many things. So these most of the countries, most of the industries, heavy industries were set up by the government only through the public sector after this resolution in India, who provide base for the industrial growth in our country. ऐसा इसलिए भी किया गया क्योंकि private sector was not able to bear the development of heavy industry in our country. हमारे यहाँ कोई अच्छे प्राइवेट सेक्टर नहीं थे जो इस तरह के आधारभूत उद्योगों के निर्माण में अपना सहयोग दे सके. Therefore, it was a responsibility of government to take over the responsibility of industrial growth in our country and set up industrial infrastructure in our country with only the government sector and with the assistance of foreign countries. Suppose 4 ISCOs are set up in India with the help of other countries like Russia, France, Germany, and Japan, like Bokaro Steel, Iron and Steel Company, Rourkela, right? Rourkela, Durgapur, Bhilai. These Indian iron and steel companies open who provide the basic infrastructure, क्योंकि जो iron and steel, cement industries, roadways and energy, these are the basic industries of any economy. Without these basic industries, no other industries could be developed, right? So government believe that if we did not develop such kind of basic industry in our country, then other linked industries could not be set up easily in our country. We had to depend over other countries. Therefore government take over all the responsibility over itself only and try to industrialize our economy on the shoulder of public sector, so that government could lead industrial growth step by step according to the priority basis of our economy. जो हमारे देश में प्राथमिक डेवलपमेंट की जरूरत है कि पहले क्या करना है. We had lacking the resources, हमारे पास resources कम था, so that government plan it. अगर आप कभी भी हम resources नहीं है, हमारे पास limited है, तो we had to run according to the plan. Before planning, without planning, we cannot maximize the utilization of our resources. So that government started plan, and on the priority basis, government tried to develop the industries step by step. For the basic infrastructure setup we are looking here, that was the result of this policy, industrial policies which were taken in 1956. And after 1956, in others year, this policy was a little bit modernized or refined according to the situation of economy and according to the need of time. इस IPR 1956 में बाद में चल करके कुछ परिवर्तन धीरे धीरे किए गए जो समय के अनुसार जरूरी थे. जैसे जो रिजर्व सेक्टर्स थे उनको थोड़ा, प्राइवेट सेक्टर को थोड़ा धीरे धीरे इंपॉर्टेंस ज्यादा दिया जाने लगा, उनके रोल को थोड़ा बढ़ाया गया. जैसे जैसे इकोनॉमी एक्सपैंड होती गई, देयर रोल इंक्रीजिंग. ऐसा नहीं कि जब पढ़ेंगे थर्ड चैप्टर तो 1991 में ही सब कुछ हुआ. नो, द पीरियड स्टार्टेड आफ्टर 1956 अकॉर्डिंग टू नीड ऑफ द टाइम and situation. Government changed in its policy, but basic industrial policy of government was focused in between this period according to the IPR 1956. Okay, so these are the basic feature of IPR 1956. Through that, government tried to spread the industrial sector in our country and industrialized our country. Problem क्या था? Suppose in 1951 when IDR it was incorporated, Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru had quoted that industries are modern temple of India. Industries are the modern temple of India. Right? It was a quotation of Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Through this, you can realize that how he felt the importance of industries in our country, because we had the problem of unemployment, we had the problem of basic infrastructure, lack of basic infrastructure, which could only be met by the development of basic industries. Right? So for government take over all the charges and all the responsibility over its shoulders and try to industrialize our economy according to the priority basis and with the expansion of public sector, because they believe, government believe that through the public sector expansion we can create more job, as well as we can set up industries in those areas where people were, where there was no industries, right? And the social welfare will be most important under this system overall, we can say, which was lacking in the private sector. That is why government focused on the public sector under IPR, and you can see the features earlier. Okay, so these are the basic setup of industry in our country. So far, the role of small scale. Right? Role of small scale industries. Small scale industries. During the plan period 1950 to 1990, government focused over the development of small scale industries, right? So why government focus on the small scale industries? Because it could lead a very important role in our economy, and even it leading the most important role in the economy. Suppose number one, we had the problem of unemployment. Right? Most of the small scale industries are labor intensive. Most of the small scale industries are labor intensive. That means by the expansion of small scale industries we can create more employment in our economy. More employment in our economy. Right? So that was the first benefit of small scale, first role of small scale industries, that small scale industries could create more employment in our economy, because small scale industries are labor intensive and can create more employment job, more opportunity of job in our economy. Next, we had lacking export, less export. हमारा जो export था, that was a mostly primary and raw materials. So far we had to convert ourselves as an exporter of manufactured product. Therefore, in this concern, small scale industries role become more important, because small scale industries product are various of product, or we can say varieties of product. Small scale industries having a varieties like handlooms, we can say crafts, food processing, edible items, toys, clothes, apparel, right? So many things, dairies, and many agro-based industries. These having varieties. So we create varieties. It means we are creating the choice to the people. Therefore, our export can increase due to varieties of the product which were not easily available in rest of the world. So, with the development of small scale industries, the export can increase our country. Therefore, government try to expand the small scale industries in our country. Okay. They had developed the इंडस्ट्रियल डेवलपमेंट बैंक फॉर द स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज. गवर्नमेंट ने इस बीच में इन स्मॉल सेक्टर के लिए जो डेवलपमेंट कैसे हो, तो फॉर द लाइसेंसिंग पॉलिसी स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज वेर गिवन प्रायोरिटीज. लाइसेंसिंग पॉलिसी में स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज को प्रायोरिटीज दी गई. नंबर 2, इंडस्ट्रियल डेवलपमेंट बैंक के थ्रू जो इनको क्रेडिट फैसिलिटी थी, उनको चीपर क्रेडिट फैसिलिटीज की प्रोविजन की गई आफ्टर 1969 नेशनलाइजेशन ऑफ द बैंक्स, right? So that they could develop small scale industries development commission बनाया गया to recommend how to extend the small scale industries. Okay, you can see that present about 40% of our export, 40% of export belong to the small scale industries. You can realize the situation. 40% of our export belong to the small scale industries. Rest agriculture and manufacturing, heavy industries. Because every country have the heavy industries. Most of the developed countries having the modern machineries and basic industry setup. There is no demand for multinational heavy product. So small scale role become much important, right? Next, equalization, industrial growth, equalization of industrial growth through the small scale industries. In every region, every state, the industrial setup could be developed, and you can see it in most of the states and most of the cities having small scale industries areas. Most of the cities, क्योंकि हैवी इंडस्ट्रीज हर जगह नहीं डेवलप हो सकती, तो हर जगह इंडस्ट्रीज को सेटअप कैसे किया जा सकता है? स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज के थ्रू इंडस्ट्रियलाइज किया जा सकता है उस एरिया को. इसीलिए गवर्नमेंट ने हर एक लगभग ऑलमोस्ट जिलों में, कुछ एक जिलों को छोड़कर ऑलमोस्ट डिस्ट्रिक्ट हैविंग द स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज एरियाज वेयर गवर्नमेंट ट्राई टू डेवलप स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज. यू कैन सी इन गुवाहाटी, बामनी मैदान स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज डेवलपमेंट एरियाज, right? This is a small scale industries areas of Guwahati. So similarly in rest of the countries, all rest part of the countries similarly also, because government believe that the industrialization of every area could possible only with the development of small scale industries. So for the role of small scale industries become much important in our economy, right? In the next part we will deal the inward looking policy as well as the challenges of small scale industries. भारत में स्मॉल स्केल इंडस्ट्रीज की चैलेंजेस क्या थी और इनवर्ड लुकिंग पॉलिसी क्या है, वी विल डील इट टुमारो. ओके, दिस इज फॉर टुडे ओनली. आई होप you understand this, because this part is very important of this chapter. So you will read text also and try to write it down. Okay, thank you.